The vibration cut through the dark like a pulse under skin. Her phone, again. She slept on her side, back turned to me, breathing steady, innocent in the way only the guilty can afford to be. The screen lit, once, twice, a name I already knew without looking. I stared at the ceiling and counted the seconds between her breaths. My chest felt hollow, like something vital had already been removed and I was just discovering the scar. She didn't whisper her confession, she announced it. I told everyone we opened our marriage, so I'll sleep with my boss for a start. No tremor, no shame, just logistics. I felt the words land on me like cold ash. I didn't ask why. I didn't ask when. I didn't even turn my head. I simply lay there, eyes open in the dark, and listened to the sound of my life quietly collapsing with surgical precision. Shock is not loud. It is sterile. My mind did not scream. It organized. Memory rearranged itself into evidence. Late nights, new perfume. Her laughter returned home used up, wrung dry somewhere else. I saw it all without emotion, like reviewing footage from a crime that had already happened. She shifted beside me, annoyed by my silence. I gave her nothing, not a word, not a breath out of rhythm. I slept, or pretended to. Before dawn I was in the kitchen, hands steady, batter smooth, the smell of pancakes rising like an apology I would never give. Bacon hissed, coffee brewed. I set the table as if for a celebration. Fruit cut evenly, syrup warmed, plates aligned with quiet care. The more normal it looked, the more unreal everything became. My pulse never changed. I had already passed the point of reaction. This was execution. She came in wrapped in confidence, eyes half-lidded with satisfaction. "Good," she said, seeing the spread. "You finally understood." Then she looked up, and reality broke her face. Her boss was already seated, jacket folded on the chair, hands resting calmly on the table. Across from him sat a woman from HR. Beside her, my attorney. Steam curled between us like breath in a morgue. No one spoke. She didn't scream. She just froze, a human error caught mid-function. I watched comprehension ripple through her in slow, violent waves. The scent of breakfast suddenly nauseated her. I slid a folder across the table. Phone records, screenshots, hotel confirmations, her own messages printed clean and exact. A timeline she could not argue with. I didn't look at her when I spoke. "You told everyone we opened our marriage. Today, everyone learns how you actually opened it." My voice surprised even me. Level, bloodless, the way a doctor speaks before an incision. Her boss stood first, color draining from his face. HR followed, already dialing. My wife made a small, broken sound that barely qualified as a word. Her knees hit the chair. She reached for me then, not with love, but with panic, fingers shaking. I stepped back just far enough that she missed skin and touched only air. The distance was precise, measured. There was no rage left, only proof. I had recorded her confession the night before. Clean audio, date stamped, consent laws in my favor. I had sent it to myself, to my lawyer, to a private cloud she would never touch. The elemental truth of it was simple. She had walked into every trap she accused life of setting for her. Free will is only free until it meets consequence. They left in silence. His career folded instantly. Her reputation followed it straight into the dark. The house felt larger with fewer liars inside it. She remained at the table, staring at the food she would never stomach. I poured myself coffee, black, bitter, honest. She whispered my name as if it were a spell that could still work. It wasn't. "I thought you were weak," she said. "That's why this hurts," I answered. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't explain further. Clarity does not debate. I slid the final envelope toward her. Divorce papers, already filed. Assets frozen. Her access closed with quiet efficiency. The life she gambled was no longer hers to negotiate. She stared at the signature line as if it were an open wound. In a way, it was. By afternoon, she was gone. One suitcase, no witnesses, no drama. Just the sound of the front door sealing a decade of deception into a single, clean click. I stood in the kitchen long after the house stopped echoing. The pancakes had gone cold. Syrup congealed into amber scars on porcelain. I didn't clean them. Power isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It arranges the aftermath and walks away before the blood is noticed. That morning, I didn't lose my wife. I recovered myself. And for the first time in a long while, the silence felt like something I had earned.